Awesome. Awesome. Do you see my ads right now?
I sure can.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about the cold campaign first. Doing pretty well. Nothing that I can complain. I'm trying to hit my metrics here, which is around $30 per call,
Okay.
which is going all right, and around 15 to $20 per lead. Okay, so obviously I'm gonna scale this one. This one looks pretty good. This one looks pretty good as well. This one looks pretty good as well. So in terms of scaling, like how do I guess I just want to maintain consistency and being able to scale like just with performance being stable and all that. Do you have any
Mm.
recommendations on that? Like what's the best way to kind of go about it?
Yeah, so it looks like here that most of your audiences are the submit application one. Yeah, so what you would do here is you could honestly, if you're happy with the 30 daily, I mean, go all the way over the 30
Yeah, just give me a
per
second. Per
survey.
call, per call. Yeah.
Yeah, per call. The 30 per call. Some of these are 16 at 5, so I mean, yeah, like that's good. Um,
Yeah, but
Realistically, what you could
some of
do
them
is,
just doesn't for example, like this one, it just doesn't make sense. Like three leads and five calls. I like is there something wrong with it or am like is the tracking off?
it depends
Okay.
because
All
like,
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
because like the people who book a call could also have came as a lead from another audience.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm not sure how accurate this is, but
Have you
this looks
checked?
pretty accurate. Yeah, I gotta check that too. Um,
Yeah, we'll confirm.
yeah, yeah.
So essentially what you could do is you could continue doing what you're doing with the 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 6 to 7% and just keep moving up from there and just keep expanding your spend that way.
Yeah. Should I just keep adding like $10 a day, $10 a day
Yeah,
to these
exactly. Yeah, that's fine.
and seeing how it performs? Like hopefully, I want is it ideal for me to escape the learning phase and to get out of that? Would
If
that
you do
improve
that,
performance?
the best way to do it is to take all of those audiences, stack them all together since they're all working, and then
Yeah.
put all the budget together. So it'd be 60 plus 50 plus 30 plus 10 plus 10.
Okay.
So that would be, I don't know, like close to like $200 daily. And you would add all of those audiences. You might as well just do a 5% submit app, like just 1
Yeah.
to 5%, and then you grab that page view audience and add it in there as well. And that would be your audience would be much bigger and you could scale up that one audience.
Okay, but like I need to like have a new ad set, right? So that kind of resets the learning phase. Because I mean,
Yeah.
this is going well.
So
I just don't want to.
that would
I
allow
just
you to,
yeah.
if yeah, exactly. So if it's going well and learning limited, then there's not too much to worry about. But if you want to exit learning, then you would have to
Hmm.
stack it all up and then stack up all your spend.
Gotcha, gotcha. And should I? Because I mean, in every ad set, there's like 30 ads. Should I start cutting it? Because I mean, does it affect performance like
Yeah,
that?
so this is where it's called like account consolidation. This is the stage where you would decide A, you continue down the path you're going because you're happy with the results, or B, you're happy with the results and you want to, go ahead and move forward to the next stage, which is consolidating everything. You take your best ads and you take your best audiences and you put them all together. So if you have 3 good ads, you would only have 3 ads in that audience. And then that audience would
Mm,
be a much larger size and all of those audiences would be stacked in there. Because then you'd be able to get your 50 leads, exit learning, and essentially just scale that one audience.
mm, gotcha, gotcha,
Less to manage, less to work with, and it runs on its own.
gotcha. Any like, what's your preferred way? Should I do that, or should I just keep scaling like this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big believer in both. I mean, if the results are really good and like they're so good that you're afraid of, making changes, then I
Exactly.
would stick to doing what
That's
you're
why
doing.
that's where I'm at. Like I just don't want to reset the learning phase and fuck it all up again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so okay, then yeah, you would just continue going how you're going.
Okay, cool. I'll just get that. One more question is, so I did test like some other lookalikes. It's not as well. I'm just wondering because lookalike they change all the time. Meaning,
Sure.
I mean, I could turn this on again, and in the next day, it's gonna produce better than this one. So, how often do I actually try another lookalike? I mean, try the same lookalike, but just try it again. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
It does. Uh, Usually you'll retry a lookalike with new creatives.
but not the same creatives.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't do that.
Okay, gotcha. And speaking of that, like, should I, let's say if I want to try a new creative, should I just do it in this campaign or like start a new campaign?
Start a
Does
new
it matter?
campaign and title it like new
Start a new campaign.
creatives. Yeah, test it
Okay,
separately because then you're going to disrupt everything in this one.
gotcha. Cool. I mean, if that's the case, then I'll just keep, bumping these up to see how far I can kind of take it. Um, and then what else? What else? Uh, and the retargetings are doing actually quite well. I mean, from our call last time, this one's doing quite well. We're getting like $4 per lead and
That's
getting like
awesome.
getting like I think $8 per call. So that's really good.
Nice.
But the
Yeah,
hot
that's really good.
retargeting is, I guess that's not as well. I mean, I'm spending $2 a day, so this means any leads that haven't booked a call or any leads that have booked a call, I'm all targeting them in a hot campaign. Um,
Okay.
is it just a budget? Like, what do you think? The
Yeah,
30
let's go
days.
ahead and look at the audience size.
How do you do that? Do you just go and
Yeah, just hit edit and we'll just see what the audience
okay?
size is.
I don't think it's available. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
so
it's
it
not
could be
available.
the audience size might be too small, or your
Okay,
budget might be too low. So you might want to push it up to like $5 daily.
okay. And how do you determine your budgets? Because I'm doing $5 for the warm one. When do you feel like, what's the determining factor to determine whether that's $5 or $10?
Yeah, it's usually like $10 per 10,000 people in the audience. But with retargeting, that rule doesn't apply at all. Really, with
Okay.
retargeting, you could have a much higher spend per lower audience because there are already individuals who've engaged with your stuff, and you're actually intentionally wanting to, you know, send them a ton of ads. So
Mm.
the thing is, you
So I
can end up
guess
raising your spend on this one.
واخا واش حنا في الشهاده ولا شنو دايره في راسك ولا مالك؟
that's gonna okay.
Oh,
So I guess what I
sorry,
could
I don't
do
know.
is just try. Yeah, so I guess what I could do is try $5 a day and then $6 a day and $10 a day, seeing which one works better. And if not, I just kind of bump that down. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I'm all good. I think that's it. I'll keep scaling this one. I like how these are going. I'll probably try interest lookalike. I'll probably try another lookalike and see
Yeah.
how that goes. But yeah, I mean, anything else that you notice that I should be doing, scaling these
Go to your
campaigns?
retargeting, your hard retargeting. I just thought about something. What event are you optimizing there? That could be another thing.
Calls, yeah, surveys, not
Okay,
leads,
perfect.
surveys.
Cool. Yeah, good. Then you did it right. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Any other things that you're noticing that I should do, like scaling wise, audience wise?
No, nothing specific. You could certainly end up testing. You could do a 1 to 5%, or you could even do a 1 to 10%, like a full 10% audience for the Submit App 180 day, and like literally
Mm-hmm.
test it with like $100 daily budget as well. And if it works really well, then take it to like 200, and then that's like another
Should
way to
I
scale.
should I do it in this campaign?
No, it'd be its own budget.
Okay. And would that, because I mean, I don't want to affect the audience overlap or anything like that in these ones. Like, would that impact that?
Yeah, potentially. What
Okay.
about this page views 1%? How's that performing?
Yeah, this is actually performing quite well.
So you could do it with that one, like a 5% there.
Yeah, I could do it with that one as well. Yeah, but then again, this one overlaps with this one as well. So it's hard to choose which one to scale because I don't want like any overlap that might fuck up the results. Anyways,
Sure.
I'll kind of okay, I guess I'll kind of see which one does better, and then I'll just choose from there which one to scale.
Cool. Yeah, that works.
Awesome. Cool.